This old sign was up on my hill when I bought the house. I don't think it's aluminum, but I'm not sure what kind of alloy that is. It's pretty strong stuff. Anyway, I built this little bracket out of that. Made a 90 and cut it and bent it. And what I do is when I use my my volt gauge, I hook it up to the alternator so that I can tell if it's charging, but I also have a switch on it so I can turn it off because it stays on all the time, you know what I mean? But this way it'll tell me what the voltage is of my battery in the beginning, and then when I fire it up, if it's charging right, it should go up to about 14, which it isn't right now, but that's the way I like to do my volt gauge. And anyway, that's what I built the little bracket for, so that it could be right next to the gauge. And I'll bring it back on once I get it all in and set up. Alright. When I fire it up, it'll hit, should hit about 14 or so, but I still have a charging issue. Pretty cool. The only one I have left to hook up, well, I have to replace that water temp. And unless there's a way I can, well, I don't think there's a way I can fix it. And then the fuel pressure, I need an isolator in the engine compartment. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. I don't know if I'll put a radio in it or not. Probably, but it's not in big priorities nowadays. The big priority is the AC. Oh yeah. Oh. Clean enough for now. I should have done the inner fender wells in here, but I didn't have it taken apart. I figured when I bust it all apart, I'll address the bottoms of these. I gotta do a lot of alignment before I do any of that stuff, but yeah, I pretty much did the brakes 20 something years ago. They're all pretty new. I just wanted to clean up the rotors. I seem to be sticking a little bit. Not sure why. Anyway, getting ready to drop this back down on the ground. Maybe drive it a little bit. I need to get a speedo for it. The one that's in it's mangled. Something's wrong. And a heater core and a ton of other stuff. Looks like I put a fingerprint on that thing. Okay. Out. Well, I started thinking about it. And I took the caliper apart. In the back here, you got these little units that need to be free. I pulled those out and greased them. And then in here there's these little, there's like a little seal in there too. I grease those. And I put some stuff on the pads. And stuff on the contact points. Get those where they need to be. And this is what I use to grease up the little fittings. I had taken everything apart and greased the pins And then it occurred to me that those little things need to be pulled out, so I took it all apart again. So I did a good job back in the day. I just didn't have all the supplies, I guess. That's probably what it was. I'll bring you back here in a little while. Just started warming up. Almost 150 degrees in it. Still not charging.